as we go up, right? So I want you to look at this now, Tabang. So we've already recorded the difference. There's a background noise on your side. Okay, good. So now we've already done the correction of transaction 2 over here. All right. Now let's continue to the other parts of it. So what else do we have? Watson stores did not deduct the trade discount number 88. Is this going to affect column 1 or column 2 in your creditors record?
2.
It has to affect column 2. They did not deduct. So what are they supposed to do when we go to the creditors record? They're supposed to deduct. So, but let's check that discount. How much is it? It's what? They did not deduct the trade. Oh, there's a trade discount for invoice number 88. So here's invoice number 88. What was the value? 3,240. That's the amount and if we were invoiced. And then let's see according to Oh, so the actual invoice was supposed to be 3.6. Can you see it, Taban?
Yes.
So this is what invoice number 88 is saying. Look at it there. You have it on your side, invoice number 88, and they also have it on their side, invoice number 88. But the values are not the same. Look according to what they are showing you. The balance they have is the balance without taking into account the creditors, I mean the trade discount. But on our side, we've recorded it already when we consider the trade discount. So how much is the trade discount?
So ours is correct.
Yeah, so ours is correct. So
on their side, we just have to subtract 360.
Exactly. So we just simply go trade discount. Then we simply show the calculation 3.6 minus 3,240. And then on this side, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm trying. Oh. 360. There it is. Is it making sense, young man?
Yes, that one I do understand.
Okay, let's do quick. Invoice number, read number 4.
Invoice number 92 was for goods sold to John Stores.
So not to us, right?
Yes.
So let's check invoice number 92. Invoice number 92. Here it is.
Yeah.
What do you think is supposed to happen? It's supposed to be subtracted, right? On our side or on their side, because the error is happening on the creditor's side. So it's supposed
on their side.
Yeah. So it's this one is just supposed to be corrected. So it's invoice number
92.
So what are we going to do with the invoice?
Minus.
How much is the value? 1,860. Right?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the other one. So the ones we are done with, what you do is we just highlight it in yellow. Just highlight them in yellow, knowing that we are done with them. Number 5, what does it say?
Better stores did not meet the credit terms, so were not entitled to any discount on check number 1012.
Check number 1012. All right, let's go and check number 1012. Here it is. So the discount is this one, 310. So they'd already subtracted it. So what are we going to do if they did not qualify? We add it back, right?
Yes.
Right. So we come here. Then we say
trade. But the statement.
Repeat again. No.
I just read it. It confused me. That statement.
Repeat again.
The statement that I was reading, it confused me on what we were supposed to do.
Oh, let me read it again. So they said better stores, right? Meaning to say us as the business did not meet the credit terms. So they were not entitled to any discount on check number 1012. So when you fail to meet the credit terms, you lose discounts. So that's what is happening here. So initially, if you go to the creditors ledger with check number 1012, yes, we paid 3,100. We expected that we would have received this credit discount, okay? But then the creditor is saying, no. You are not entitled to receive that, okay? You're not entitled to receive that because they did not meet the credit terms. So initially, we had subtracted this discount received of 310. That's why you see if the balance was 12,140, it reduced to 11,830 after we subtracted this. But then we were not supposed to have subtracted it. Why? Because according to the creditor, we failed meeting our credit terms. So if we had initially subtracted the 310 over here, what are we supposed to then do when we do the correction in the recon? We add it back. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Right. So it comes here, 310. Okay, the next transaction. Let's do the next one.
Check number 1020 was for payment to Walton Stores. So we
Payment to
subtract
Walton.
it.
Yeah. So let's check it. Check number.
1012, which is 1,465.
No, it's 1020, not 1012. Of 1,465. Who were we paying? We were not paying Watson. We were paying Walton. We were paying Walton. So meaning to say, because we are paying, obviously, we expected it was going to reduce our balance of 11,830. We were expecting it to reduce. So if we had subtracted it, when we correct it, we're adding it back. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So we're going to say check number 1020. Check number 1020, and we add back how much?
1,465.
1,465. We're adding it back, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's go on to the next one. Number 7.
Watson Stores charge delivery charges on a monthly basis.
All right. So Watson Stores charge what? Delivery charges on monthly basis. Now let's check if the delivery has been accounted for in our records, which is the ledger. I don't see delivery here, but I do see delivery there. So we have to add the delivery charges. Right. So you come here and then you write delivery.
Delivery charges.
Yeah. And that's 150, just like that. Okay. Simple, right?
Yes.
Now it's simplified. Now you are confident, right?
Yes. And then, yeah, I remember hearing about this one. Wait, all other entries are correct, meaning we just copy the ones that we did not correct, which are already there.
Yeah. Yeah. So now what you then do, if they say all the other entries are correct, so it means anything else, maybe for instance, you then check, what do you do, man? So you then check now to see, okay, is there anything from the ledger which has not been recorded here? And then anything from the statement which has not been captured here. But I think most of them, they've been reconciled.
Yes.
What else is left? Let me see. Debit note number 66. Do we have it there?
No.
We returned goods, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. We're supposed to have received a credit note.
But it's not there.
But it's not there, right? So we are supposed to do something about that.
Yes.
All right. Because according to us, let's look at it. Look at what is happening with the debit note. When we receive a debit note, okay, I want you to look what happened here. Very important to pay attention. So with the debit note, it's supposed to be reducing this value. Why? Because when you return goods to the supplier or to the creditor, this would reduce this value. So instead of it being added, we were supposed to have subtracted this value, 1,250. So do you see that there's an error? Because instead of it reducing 12,000, it increased it. They added it, and now we have 13,290. That's an error on our side. So that's why we're going to have to correct it here. Debit note number 88. So it's just going to be subtracted twice. You just do it 2 times, okay? Which will give you how much? 2.5. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Right. Let's check if there's anything else. Invoice number 88, it was there. Okay, we've already dealt with it. Credit note number 112, we already dealt with it. Invoice 88, we dealt with it. There's credit note number, okay, this one we just dealt with it now, the 1250. There's invoice number 92. I think we already dealt with it as well.
Yeah, it's 94, we didn't.
But 94, I don't think we did anything about it. Let's see.
We didn't.
All right, but it's correctly accounted for. Do you see that?
Yes.
It's correctly accounted for, right? Which is fine. What about receipt 264? Okay, we dealt with it. We dealt with it.
Yeah.
Then let's see. Debit note number 72. I'm not seeing it here on the statement. Do you see it?
Yeah, I also don't see it.
So meaning to say it's an omission on their side. It's up, they forgot to record it. So it means it's supposed to be reducing. It's supposed to be reducing, all right? The creditor statement. So we're going to say debit note number 94, right?
72.
Oh, sorry, debit note number 72. How much is the value?
I didn't check.
I think it's 490. The value is 490. Here it is. Let me show it to you. There it is. 490. It's supposed to reduce, but they did not record it then. And then invoice number 98. I'm not seeing invoice number 98 from here. Meaning to say on the creditor statement, they did not record it. So it's supposed to be in the reconciliation again on this side. So that's
Are we subtracting it also?
Yeah?
Are we subtracting or adding it?
No, we're adding it because we were buying. So with an invoice, you add it if it was omitted. Why? Because we bought from these guys, but they forgot to record it on their side. That's what is happening.
Okay.
Now, I want you to totalize this side and this side. They are supposed to give you the same amount. If they are giving you the same value, then it means your reconciliation is correct. So I want you to use your calculator and tell me how much are you getting for the first column and also for the second column.
I'm getting 12,500 on the first one.
12,500 on the first one, okay. And then do for the second column.
Yeah, same thing on the other one.
You're getting
12,500.
So it means your creditors reconciliation is balanced. That's it.
Correct.
Yeah, means it's correct when you do it like this. Are we happy? So Can you promise me you get it 100% in the test on Thursday?
I cannot be certain because of the internal controls.
Ah, what was the question about internal controls?
It says name 3 reasons why reconciliation of whatever nature are so important as means of internal control.
Update the business books to check for errors or fraud to determine outstanding. Okay, here's the solution. I think here is the solution. To update the business books to check for errors or fraud to determine the outstanding amounts to ensure the business records and statements agree and any other fees. Okay, I know. Yeah. But the first four, these are the answers, okay? To your question. Those are your answers. Are we happy?
Yeah.
So go and
To
nail,
check the
yeah, go and nail this thing.
I knew the part where it says to check for errors or frauds,
To
but I
check
do not know the other ones.
or to determine outstanding amounts, yeah. Outstanding amounts is just to determine omissions or to identify omissions. That's what it means.
So the one where it says to determine outstanding amounts, what does it mean?
Right. When they say to determine outstanding amounts, it simply means to determine omissions, omitted amounts. Like you see with that invoice 134 that we just recorded earlier on, that was an omission or an outstanding amount. According to the creditor statement, it was omitted. That amount was omitted. So that's what it means when you are saying to determine outstanding amounts.
Okay.
So when you do the creditors refund, that's how you're able to identify or to determine that there was an outstanding invoice with an amount of 1.4 which was omitted. Is it making sense? Hello?
Is the same as the creditor reconciliation balance.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions, young man?
No.
Was it clear? Was it fruitful to you?
Yes, I just was confused about the one where we had to add instead of subtracting to like to show
Yeah.
you adding back the differences.
But now you understand it?
Yes. I'll just need to practice past
It
papers
is.
to understand it more further.
Exactly. Exactly. Do one more activity from your book and just assess yourself again, okay?
Yes.
And then I think you should be good with this one. So I think maybe on Wednesday, let's do the
Oh,
fixed assets
Wednesday.
register. Yeah, not tomorrow, but on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the fixed asset register.
No problem.
All right. Perfect, buddy. Cheers, man.